Thanks for checking out our channel here. Uh, we make a lot of artworks that have to do with little kids. This is a very little kid type lesson. You can see it says here the primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. There was a famous artist named Piet Mondrian, and he was an artist who used the primary colors to make simple paintings from lines and shapes. Today I'm going to be showing you how he made his artwork. Although he used paint for all of his, I'm going to be using construction paper for some of it, and I have it right here. We have the three primary colors, the red, the yellow, and the blue, and Piet Mondrian used to make his shapes very straight. So I'm going to glue mine on as straight as I can, and then I'm going to paint some lines around my shapes. I like to think of it like a city. A lot of his artwork looked like a city. If you were looking down on it, you would see all the roads. Some would be going up, some would be going across, and some might even curve. Now, as we'll see some of the artworks that are done by other students, um, some people decide to paint lines through the shapes, and you can do that if you'd like. Let me put down the microphone and show you how to put this together. I'm going to need some glue and some black paint. Now when I use the glue, I only put a little bit on. I put a dot in each of the four corners. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is hard with only one hand. 4. Then I'm going to place it as neatly as I can in a place where it's straight. Each student will start out with 6 pieces, 2 of each color. If later on you'd like to grab more than 6, you may. I have enough pieces cut so that each kid can grab more than 6, but you don't want to fill your whole page up. It'll look pretty messy if you do. After you have your pieces glued down, you're going to bring in your black paint. One thing you don't want to do is have it dripping everywhere. So dip, wipe up the side, and then try your best to paint straight lines. Like I said, some people will go through the shape. I'm just going to paint until I get to the shape and then stop. I actually use the edge of the construction paper pieces to help me make a straight line. Painting straight lines is harder than it looks. Might take a little practice, but just with everything, the more you practice, the better you get. Now you can see right there I made a little dot. I'm going to turn that into a line. Okay? Now as you continue working on this and filling up your page, you'll have more and more lines or black lines. And those can be your roads. Again, you can see I went past a little bit. So I'm going to draw up a little or paint up a little bit and then turn like there's a intersection in the city. Here are some more finished examples. I would continue working off the page. Here's a finished example. As you can see with this one, I've done all my black lines. I have two of each of the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. Here's a student example. This was done by a young lady in first grade. You can see how her lines, some of them don't connect to anything, but that's okay. Here's another person from first grade. They did a very nice job making their lines as neat as they could. Make sure that your brush has enough enough paint in it. Otherwise it can become very messy. This person decided to put on very thick lines. They said they were highways, I think. This person did it a very different kind of way. I like it. Notice they have 4 blues, 5 reds, and only 2 yellows. Last one we'll look at, you can see this person has done it a very different way. There's lots of turns, lots of things going on in this picture, but again, they used as straight of a line as they could when they glued down their 3 primary colors. Back to painting. Again, you want to be as neat as you can and do it slowly. The goal here is not to be the first one finished. The goal here is to take your time and do something that you think looks not only good, but something that looks like you would be proud of it. Now, there is no right or wrong way to paint, but there is a wrong way to hold it. Make sure holding your paintbrush, you don't hold it way up here. I think you all know if I hold it up here and dip it into my paint, I might end up getting paint all over my fingers. So hold it way back and use your whole arm when you're painting. Don't just use a little bit of your fingers. Use your whole arm when you paint. It'll result in a lot nicer stroke. Okay? And again, I can put in as many roads or as little roads as I'd like. You'll have a good time. After we finish, I'll write your name on it somewhere and we'll put it on the drying rack to be hung up. Okay, hope you enjoy it.